What's going on, guys? This is Rob, and it is like 3:45 in the morning, and I've been working on some videos for the last, I don't know, about 4 hours or so, and I'm getting them all prepared. And what we're going to do this week is, initially I wanted to get stuff done on Monday, but there's just not enough time. So throughout all this week, we're going to be uploading videos. We're going to be bringing videos out, a couple videos a day, hopefully, and we can get through all these tie-ins so that when next Monday comes around, we can start Civil War issue number 5. I'm sorry to kind of keep pushing that back. I don't like having to do that, but with this weekend being the 4th of July and with it being as chaotic it was, and of course hanging out with my dad while he was in town, I wanted to make sure that, I brought you guys the content that you wanted to see, but I wanted to make sure that the important things that were going on here in town, that I was actually engaging in those. Of course, when my dad comes to town, it's important that I have time to hang out with him. And so, it's really going to be kind of cool. Like today, I'm going to be seeing him, hanging out with him before he goes home. But nonetheless, I think that you guys are going to enjoy the content that we have coming up this week. I think you guys are going to like what's going on this week. We're going to be getting into discussions about Miss Marvel. We're going to be talking about Heroes for Hire. We're going to be talking about some pretty cool groups, and we're really going to kind of be talking about these in a way where we're going to provide a little more insight than we normally would, especially like with Heroes for Hire and Miss Marvel. With Miss Marvel, we're not necessarily going to do a Marvel Explained in-depth video. The section with Miss Marvel will be about 9 or 10 minutes long, so we'll do a Marvel Explained video on her later, but we're really going to kind of discuss her as a whole, and we're really going to kind of discuss the idea of how not everyone who is against superhuman registration is openly acting the way that Captain America is, that some people are trying to circumvent registration from within, that they're trying to help people escape, even though they're pretending to be on the side of Iron Man. Heroes for Hire is going to provide some pretty cool content. You guys are going to be able to see groups that you wouldn't normally be able to see, because Heroes for Hire is a very, very small-time group in Marvel Comics. They don't nearly have the kind of prominence or even the powers that we see in like the Avengers or X-Men or Fantastic Four or anything like that. And so Heroes for Hire will give you guys a chance to see just how deep this rift goes, that Tony Stark and then we're going to really kind of, maybe get into some unsavory things in order to really kind of, or I guess even more unsavory things, to really kind of try and capture Captain America. So I'm hoping that these videos are going to give you a more well-rounded perspective of Civil War, that it's going to give you like a more in-depth idea of the Civil War comics. But I'm really hoping you guys are enjoying the content so far. You guys really do seem to be liking it. Again, I'm always open for criticism. Let me know if there's something you guys want to see changed, or if there's something you guys don't like too much. I know that the series might kind of be wearing thin. I know that it might be to the point now where you guys are like, okay, I'm ready for Civil War to wrap up. Let's go ahead and move on to something else. And I understand where you're coming from, but we have Civil War issue number 5 and then 6 and 7. And then we have the tie-ins and we're done. So hopefully within the next, few weeks or so, we can get that series completely wrapped up. And we might even be able to do it faster than that. It really just kind of depends. Having this 10 days off, not having to go back to work until the 13th really helps a lot, because it means that I can spend so much more time. Rather than spending 4 hours a day, I can just sit here all day and just crank and get videos done and get videos uploaded for you guys, while still kind of maintaining the content, or still trying to maintain the content of the standard that I've created for this channel. But yeah, I think you guys are really going to enjoy the direction that things are going, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy how we're going to get into the Civil War, and especially when we get towards the end, where we see the great big huge event that's going on. And again, we're going to touch on some stuff that we haven't really touched on. For example, the Negative Zone. We're going to talk about the Negative Zone, because that plays a huge role in the Civil War event. The 50-state initiative, where they want to have a superhero team in every state that's sanctioned by the government, and a portal to the Negative Zone in every state that's going to be sanctioned by the government. So we're going to get into some really, really cool stuff. So I really hope you guys are really enjoying everything so far, and yeah, so I hope you guys had a great 4th of July weekend. I know I did, and I had a great time. Hanging out with my parent, or with my dad, and hanging out with my sister, and hanging out with some friends and whatnot. It's been a really good, relaxing weekend. It's exactly what I needed. And yeah, so we're going to be cranking back to it this week. We're going to be hammering out. We're going to be just bam, hammering right into it. And yeah, so with that being said, I'm going to go and bring this video to an end. That's really all I wanted to say. Just kind of check in with you guys and let you guys know what's going on. And yeah, so I'll catch you guys later. Peace.